are going to be flashy because this millionaires in college already playing football and basketball, right? So Shedeur, I think Shedeur was the highest paid, had the largest NIL deal last year. I gotta check. Either him or Manning, right? But the point is, he's a celebrity, right? But teams do not want a celebrity as a backup. That's the thing. Why? Because as soon as the starter makes a mistake, guess what's gonna happen? The fans are gonna yell, "We want Shedeur. We want Shedeur." Remember Tim Tebow? Now I think Shedeur Sanders has the potential to be way better than Tim Tebow, but Tim Tebow was had a lot of hype, and Tim Tebow was also a celebrity quarterback, and that's why teams did not want him as a backup because the fans loved Tim Tebow, or at least he was polarizing. And I think Shedeur Sanders, for good or for bad, is like almost polarizing figure, right? Now we all know his father, Deion Sanders. A lot of people do not like his father because Deion Sanders is cocky, is arrogant. I like Deion Sanders, but Deion can rub people the wrong way sometimes. So I think the NFL teams are punishing Deion Sanders by punishing Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders dropped to the 5th round draft pick. Come on, man. See what you want to say about him, but Shedeur Sanders is not a 5th round draft pick. He's a 1st round draft pick. He should have been, right? So that was shady right there. That was shady right there. But the question is Shedeur Sanders gonna get cut? There's a strong possibility, chat, that he might get cut. Hey, y'all, please, y'all smash the like button. Let me know. Let me know which part of the world y'all from. All right. So, and I'm a Dog fan, so I'm always gonna be a Dog fan. But like I said, now Shedeur Sanders, is he still hurt? Is he gonna play next game? Wait, is there a next game? Um, can you feel your biceps for biceps? Yeah, that's funny, man. Just so y'all don't know, just so y'all know, I used to be an MMA fighter. Just so you know that, I used to be an MMA fighter, a Muay Thai fighter, and a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu fighter. All right, I tried out for the UFC many years ago. I met Dana White. I train with a lot of UFC guys. Yeah, so I used to be an MMA fighter. So, but I love sports. I never played football, but I grew up playing basketball. I tried out for a pro team when I was 26, 27. I didn't make it. So then I switched to MMA. And so I fought. I had a whole bunch of fights: Muay Thai, MMA, Jiu Jitsu, and I just love sports. I love basketball. What's up, SY? What's up? What's up? What's up, Madison? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, you play basketball too, Brandon? Yes, yes. I actually grew up playing basketball. Down here in Miami. I played against all types of people, college guys, pro guys. I tried it for a pro team, but I didn't make it. I was like a shooting guard, point guard, shooting guard hybrid. You know, but after I didn't make it to the pros, I went and started doing MMA. Yep, and I had my first MMA fight in 2007. But yeah, but I love football. I love football. I love sports. I never played football, but I love sports. And yeah, so that's why I can't wait for the NFL season to start. Right? How many of y'all can't wait for the NFL season to start? He said flex my biceps in the camera. That's funny. But yeah. But my thing is, man. So back to football now. Football. Shedeur Sanders. Now, do you think Shedeur Sanders, if he gets cut, do you think another team is gonna pick him up quickly? I think so. I think Shedeur Sanders, if he stays in Cleveland or goes to another team, that team is gonna get a lot of new fans. If Shedeur gets cut and another team gets him, whoever gets him is gonna have a lot of new fans. You know, because Shedeur Sanders, love it or hate it, he's popular. He's very popular. People love him, and at this point, again, Flacco is gonna start. Flacco is gonna start the season. All right. But have you seen the schedule? The Browns' schedule? Just on the top of my brain, the first 6 games for the Browns are the Bengals, the Ravens, the Eagles, the Lions, the Vikings, Dolphins. I think game 7. The Patriots. Patriots gonna be good, and then the Browns has a tough schedule. So, do you want Shedeur to start with that type of schedule, right? Or is Shedeur getting cut? Is Shedeur Sanders getting cut? Are the Browns gonna cut Shedeur? I think deep down the Browns do want to cut him. I really think so. I think they think that Shedeur Sanders brings way too many too much celebrity stardom. I think deep down inside the Browns want to keep Dylan. Hey y'all, smash that like button for me. Smash that like button. I think deep down inside the Browns want to cut Shedeur and keep Dylan. But I think they're just too chicken to say it. I think the Browns are too chicken to say it. Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe too, man. But I watched Shedeur the past 2 years at Colorado, and I became a fan. I think he's accurate. I think he's tough because his O-line in Colorado wasn't that good, and he was getting beat up left and right, and he got sacked a lot of times. God knows, Lord knows he did, but he got right back up. So Shedeur Sanders is very tough. Now, what's up? Oh, that's a long name, man. That's a long name. Let's see if I can read this name out. What's up? Matthew Ever Huffman something. Man, I didn't know it was possible to have that much a long name for a YouTube title. But yeah. Or YouTube handle, I should say. But yeah, so Shedeur Sanders is a tough guy. So I think he can definitely. I think if Shedeur is given a chance to start in NFL, he might surprise a lot of people. I think Shedeur Sanders can do. Put it this way. He might be better than Caleb Williams. What do you think about that? I'm not saying he is better than Caleb Williams, but Shedeur Sanders might be better or has the potential to be better than Caleb Williams. Right? I'm a Dolphin fan, so and some Dolphin fans don't like Tua. I like Tua. And I think Tua is better than Shedeur for sure. But maybe Shedeur has the potential to be better than Tua. Tua Tagovailoa. Right? But it's gonna be very, very interesting when the NFL season starts. It's gonna be like a big soap opera. I can't wait for NFL Sundays. I love NFL Sundays. I really do. I think it's gonna be chaos. I think the Browns are gonna have the Browns schedule is brutal, y'all. Hey, the Browns schedule is brutal. Hey y'all, smash that like button. Smash the like button, everybody. The Browns schedule is, when I say brutal, oh my gosh. I don't know what they're going to do. But I feel sorry for it. Whoever starts for the Browns, I feel sorry for them. Because they got the Bengals the first game, then the Ravens, then the Eagles, and the Lions, the Vikings. We don't know how good the Vikings are going to be yet. You want to know. The Dolphins, then the Browns play the Dolphins in game 7. And then the Browns play the Patriots, the Jets. The Jets might be decent, Patriots might be decent. So, and then they play the Bengals again and the Ravens. I mean, it's just a wicked schedule. A wicked schedule. The NFL does not like the Browns, man, because To give the Browns that type of schedule, especially to start the season, that that should be a crime. And I'm talking like I'm a Browns fan. I'm not a Browns fan by any means, but I like Shedeur. So because Shedeur plays for the Browns, yes, I'm gonna watch the Browns. But Dolphins are my team now. Dolphins are always my team. One of my friend's son got drafted to the Chiefs, so I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be rooting for the Chiefs also. But don't get it twisted. I'm a Dolphin fan first. Always gonna be a Dolphin fan. Did you know that in the fifth grade, I think it was the fifth grade, every Monday after the Dolphins game, win or lose, we said our class had to get up and sing the Miami Dolphins song. No lie. Miami Dolphins number one. It's an actual song that we have. Yes, in elementary, our class had to get up every Monday after a Dolphins game and sing the song, the whole song. You know, I guess that's why I'm such a diehard Dolphin fan. I love our colors, the teal green or the orange. Anyway, I digress. I digress. But do you think the okay? On a side note, do you think the Dolphins are gonna win the playoff game this year? Do you think the Dolphins are gonna go to the playoffs this year? Um, I personally think this. It all depends on the mentality. Tyreek Hill is a diva. He's super talented, but he's a diva, right? I think if Tua stays healthy, the Dolphins can go far. Again, if Tua stays healthy, the Dolphins can go very far. The problem with Tua is that he likes to take risk. He likes to run and slides late. Slides late. I don't want to sound mean, but Tua at this level just can't seem to take a hit from any NFL player. All right. So if I was Tua Tagovailoa, I would not run. And if you do run, slide as early as possible. Forget the extra yards, forget the extra inch. Alright? Tua, you're way too valuable to be taking risks like that. You know? I get it. I get it, Tua. You're a football player. You're tough. I get it. But at this time, you gotta stop being selfish. Think about the team. Alright? You can't go out there. You can't keep going out there running amok and getting injured because you're doing too much. You just can't, man. You just can't. All right, Tua. But like I said, so anyway, the news for the day was news is that Shedeur Sanders is gonna get cut, probably get offered to be on the practice squad. Shedeur Sanders, we don't know if he's still gonna be on the team. At this point, Shedeur Sanders cannot make any mistakes. Just get on and off the field. He's being watched like a hawk. Shedeur Sanders is being watched like a hawk, y'all. And he can't afford to make any type of mistake. And by mistake, I mean he got caught speeding twice recently. He's known as a diva. Not a diva, but he's known as being flashy. All right? Shedeur Sanders, don't get me wrong, be yourself, Shedeur. But just know that a lot of people watching you, a lot of haters out there. All right? A lot of haters out there. But anyway, chat. I had a lot on my mind about this whole, football. So let me know who you think is gonna win the Super Bowl. Are the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl? Are the Eagles gonna win the Super Bowl? Are the Browns going to the playoffs? I don't think so. Excuse me. The Browns' schedule is so tough that I don't even think Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes was playing for the Browns, I don't think he would have given them a good record this year because the Browns' schedule is the worst I've ever seen. It just seems that way. But yeah, chat. So let me know what y'all think, okay? I'm excited. Football season is pretty much here. Thanks to y'all gonna be in for a treat. I'm gonna put this thing on right quick. Look, how many of y'all remember the Flintstones? Remember the Flintstones? This is the outfit. I wore this outfit for Halloween. And should I put this outfit on? Huh? Should I put this on? Let's see. Yes, yes. This is a Fresh Flintstone outfit. It's hot too, y'all, so I ain't gonna leave it on too much. Stay cool out here. Stay cool out here. You already green? Good to hear that, man. Good to hear that. Look at that, y'all. This is my Fresh Flintstone outfit. What y'all think about that? How many of y'all remember the Fresh Flintstone? You're probably too young. Yeah, man. So Ray Green said he's staying cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, y'all. How many of y'all remember Fred Flintstone? This is the outfit he had on. All right. I should. You know what? If I go to a Dolphins game this year, I should wear this. Right? What do you think? Should I wear this to a Dolphins game this year? You know? I don't know. I mean, it's a Fred Flintstone costume. Halloween's around the corner, so you best believe I'm gonna go ask Fred Flintstone again. All right. Y'all smash that like button for me, man. Smash the like button for me. I also have a Dolphins helmet, which I'm in my car right now, but the helmet's at home. Right? Sometimes I wear the helmet on my live also. That's right, man. And I also rap, and I did a song which I think is gonna be perfect for Shedeur Sanders. Right? But yeah, man. So let me know what you think about this outfit. This is a Fred Flintstone outfit. Alright? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. In chat, I'm not gonna lie. It's hot out here in these streets. I got my car off right now, but I'm gonna turn the AC on soon, man, because it is getting hot. Hot. But anyway, chat, I just want to say what's up, man. I just want to give y'all the update on Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders either has been cut already or going to get cut. Right? So once he gets cut, that means anything can pick him up. I mean, anything can pick him up anyway. Do you think Shedeur Sanders is gonna go to the Browns? Do you think so? Do you think Shedeur Sanders is gonna ask the coach to bring his brother to the Browns? I don't think so. There's no way Shedeur Sanders has that type of pull over there. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. But anyway, chat, just want to say thank you for everything, right? I'm gonna check out later, right? Before I go, before I go, I just want to say thank you to all the chat, man. Thank you everybody, because y'all making this channel so awesome. The channel is growing fast. I cannot do no fight y'all. All right. Right now. I'm working on a lot of original programming and shows for this channel. Right. Sports shows, talking shows. Actual sports. Right. So be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna let y'all know. All right. Y'all awesome. Check out my next live. Okay, coming soon.